Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. How are you, Tracy? How are you, Jill?
Good.
Doing well? All right, it looks like we have a small one, so we can kind of have a more intimate conversation. So if you,
Great.
I'm not talking to some black screens, it's cool. If not, I understand.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
All right, so look, I want to start off by asking you, are there any pressing concerns that you have with your teams or things you're working on that I could be helpful with?
For me personally, no. I just spent a full week with Tracy together in person, so our communication right now is really fantastic.
So what was the output of your meeting?
Um, it was kind of stuff that we're planning for this month ahead and what we're doing and things she'd like to see done, like newsletter. She's doing an Oktoberfest event, so just talking about the details of that. I mean, pretty much uh, she doesn't have many complaints. Like she's happy with the way things have been progressing and going, and the way our system is may not be the way that it should be set up with other people, but because it's just the two of us and we're related, so
You guys
it's
have-
easy.
Yeah. Tracy?
Um, I don't have much as of right now. Sorry, I don't feel very well, so I sound crazy, but
No, that's okay. Look, a couple things I'll flag to you in this. I'd love that for both of you, for your teams to make what I would call like a master comms calendar, right? So a lot of times we, as agents, they operate in the campaigning and the things they do in silos. So I'll give you an example for your Oktoberfest event, right? When you
Yeah.
guys planned out your communications, how did you think through it?
Um, well, she's thinking through most of it still, whether or not she wants it to be done through like which people in her CRM she wants included. If she wants just past and active clients, if she wants Tracy has her sphere set up that she includes everybody in it. Like I know that everything I've watched and been included on is not supposed to be that way, but she
No,
wants it that
if
way.
it's an event, I think you should have everyone, like everyone in your sphere included in it, right? And if there's, as long as there's not capacity issues where, you could fit 20 people and then you have 100 people that are pissed off.
Yeah. Well, so basically she was just kind of deciding who she would want included and how she wants that information put out there, because my only capability for her is to send things through Market Center, and she's had people like unsubscribe to her via Market Center that she's friends with and she would want to have come to the event. So we were talking about like which of those people that she'd have to maybe send a text message to invite them. And we're also doing it with the mortgage guy she deals with primarily, so coordinating it with him too and his people. But yeah, I mean, I think it shouldn't be a huge deal of an event.
Well, look, here's a couple of things. Number one is when people are unsubscribing to newsletters need to be segmented, right?
Uh-huh.
When you guys are looking at your databases with the agents, you want to figure out a simple way of separating people. And then you want to write these words down, the journey of the customer. So do any of you watch TV shows?
Oh yeah.
All right, what's a TV show you watch?
You probably wouldn't like them. They're all reality housewives and Bravo shows.
Tracy?
I'm really into the challenge on MTV. Very competitive.
So if you think about it like this, even like a housewives show, right? If you watch the end of New Jersey or whatever, my ex-wife used to watch this stuff and drive me insane. But at the end, they leave you at a cliffhanger and then it picks up where it left off, right?
Yeah.
Then you look at like Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's a show that like not one show has any connection to the other. And it just completely, you could just be lost all the time. There's no storyline, there's no theme, there's no continuity. So if you think about the way a lot of agents do marketing, it's like Curb Your Enthusiasm. So they get this idea in their head, like, oh, I should send a newsletter to everybody. Well, who the hell wants to read that information? And I always tell people, if you send people things that don't relate to them specifically and add value to them, you're stealing their time because they still have to either click the button, delete, or unsubscribe. So it builds an unnecessary viewpoint of somebody as an agent.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when you start thinking about the journey of a customer, it's like think, feel, do. as you're working on it, the first thing is you want to think about it as a campaign, right? A campaign has a very specific outcome at the end. And then there are a bunch of touch points that get you there that all drive to the same thing. So it's always like, well, if I'm doing this Oktoberfest, what do I want people to think? Through all the communications and the actual experience, how do I want them to feel? And what do I want them to do? Right. And then you're building this, as I would say, the key P's and P's, planned and purposeful. So you want to look at it from sending them a handwritten invitation, then sending out a digital invitation, the way that you check in with the people, the way that you have pre-built comms like 10 days, 7 days, the day of, to keep the attendance up, how you remind people, the way you follow up with them. Does everyone that goes there get a handwritten thank you card? Do they get a video message from her? And what do the people that are the most valuable referrers in her database get that's different from everyone else? Right.
Okay.
So that is a planned out campaign from start to finish. So you'll make like a spreadsheet with all the different things, the dates, then you build in the communications, the drafts, then you give her deadlines of when to look at them, when they need to be done. And this is like a full production timeline that you'll want to use over and over again.
Okay. It's good. I wrote all that down. That was good suggestions for sure.
I can't tell you how many events we've done.
You want to add one more? Take over Tracy's.
So a lot of this is a very much curated thing. Is she getting sponsors?
Her sponsor is the lender that she uses, United Home Loans, and
Nice.
it's being held at his place.
Okay, so you should try to get as much as you can. There's another agent. She is doing a 200-person event, and she was so happy. She's like, we have a CSC events planning playbook. Go into our platform and look at it, right? And it has emails and stuff. She literally did a 200-person event, or she's doing it, and she ended up with a surplus of $700. So she made a profit.
Wow. That's awesome.
So her name is Kate Bauer. Have Tracy reach out to her and tell her that I facilitated the connection.
All right, I will.
Or just copy me on the emails. Well, Chirag said to reach out and go through how you got sponsors for the event, made $700, and you'll be good to go. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is, I'm telling you this, you'll never see me. This is like one of the things that I could go on a soapbox on, is the way that people market people. I'm telling you, if I never worked at Compass or anything, when I was a broker and people used to add me these stupid newsletters, I used to literally reply back to every email and be like, how do you think this is ever going to want to make me work for you? I don't want this information. I'm not part of your open house. I'm not coming here. And you're literally stealing my employees' times and having to like clear out these inboxes.
Yeah.
So the next thing you want to look at is client communication, right? Tracy obviously has good relationships with agents. That should be one set of funnels. Her past client should be another set of funnels. And the past client should be broken down into different things. Like someone who's an empty nester is going to want different things with like kids under 10. So that's when you start using groups and tags. Well, not even groups, tags within your database. And you can use Google Alerts and bulk mail.
Okay.
Are you guys familiar, or gals familiar with Google Alerts?
I am, but I've only had them set up for things like, oh, sorry. Like personal things, like, you know, like a friend of mine's daughter was killed and it was about the guy that killed her. I had the alert set up that if anything about him happened, I would get an alert. So I know when he was going to go to court or to jail.
Well, you can start setting Google Alerts for people's personal interests and everything else like that. And when they get it, it's like being a DJ, right? You don't make your own music. You send the article, you put your own spin on it and why it would be valuable to somebody. And that's essentially a better way to communicate with people. Or you could take that information and put it into a newsletter, but start sitting down, and good marketing that drives conversations and results is all about segmenting.
Okay.
Is this all helpful today in terms of marketing?
Yes. How do you do a Google alert? Sorry, if you could just briefly.
Say that again, Tracy.
How do you do a Google alert? Can
Hold on.
you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just typing this in.
Oh, sorry.
So if you do Google Alerts, you just go here,
Oh, okay.
you just create an alert.
Oh, nice. Okay. Thank you.
Like me on the web and everything else. So everyone should have their name at the very least. different things. And like, literally this will just send this stuff to your inbox as soon as it gets on the internet. So you're always like first to market with this stuff.
So what kind of things do you think we should Google alert? Like individual clients or?
No, well, one, put your agent's name just so you see if anything comes up. Like, I had a friend of mine send me something that was, thank God he had a Google alert. It was complete misinformation about his business getting acquired. And he had to get it taken off because they have like multiple rounds of funding. Then other people have agents. You want agents, you want your own information on there. So if anything writes anything about your principals, it comes on there. Sometimes you might want to put it for your listings. So you can see all the different places your listings are online, but you want to look up local events and things along that. Think about your communities, explore, experience, dine. Where are all the places I could go? What are all the great experiences I could have? And what are the best things about food? So a lot of people will look up new restaurant openings or new place openings. Just mess around with it and get creative. And then as you're doing it, you just refine it.
Okay. All right, I will do that.
So I also just realized that in the last like 15 minutes, we just went through a lot of information.
Well, look at the three of us. That's pretty impressive.
It's, you know, my team was gathering information for like a marketing piece the other day. And they're like, you know, you've done over 15,000 hours of one-on-one coaching sessions and this many group training sessions. I'm like, Jesus. But in doing that, it's like you get so good at being direct with things. Now it's like in 15 minutes, the amount of stuff I can go through with people, I'm like, it's like a lot.
Yeah, no, I've got a full page of paper that I've taken notes on already. So, and I didn't catch everything, but I think I did a pretty good shorthand on this.
Well, we're going to take this. It's being recorded. It will transcribe and we'll send everyone notes out after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many people are in this group normally?
Normally there are 10 people on here. Today it's only it's the three of us. So it worked out well that we could answer your individual questions.
Yeah, it did for me.
My link for some reason didn't work at first. I had to go back into the actual website and connect. That's why it took me so long. I had to reset my password and everything. Or like figure out my password, I mean. Excuse me.
I always joke around if there's gonna be one downfall of this business, it's gonna be Zoom. So
Right.
All right, look, if you have more questions, I'm happy to answer them. If not, I think this is a great starting point, especially through the end of the year for everyone. And just kind of organizing the way that people communicate with their clients and thinking through their marketing. I think it's really important.
Yeah, no, this was good, especially for me. I felt this was tailored to me. So sorry if I hogged Tracy the attention.
No, you're fine.
I think what you're talking about is repeatable throughout everyone's business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
No, I do like that you said it's a whole campaign, like very intentional, how you target them, what you say, how you follow up, how you remind them. You know, a lot of people don't think about that. They just do a digital invite and keep sending the same reminder email, and it's not personal. And yeah, so
It's not luxury, you know, luxury is a very curated, defined experience from start to finish.
Yeah.
agreed.
Perfect. So, all right, we'll send you guys all a follow-up. You all have my email. So if you have a question, Jill, about this, like let me know, or Tracy, shoot me a text, whatever it is. But if somebody's doing an event, I want to make sure it goes well. And go into our platform and look at the events playbook. There's a ton of information in there.
Okay, yeah, I will.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Thank
All right,
you.
this is better.
Okay. Oh yeah.
All right, bye.
Feel better.
Thank you.
All right. Bye all.
Bye.